Alright, is everything working now? Okay. Looks like we're back. And everything looks good and correct. Turn on the music a little bit more. Music in this game is loud. Alright, so we're back. Only got like 10 minutes in, and I was mostly just looking around at stuff, so I basically force closed the game, so the game should just go right back where we started at. Not like anything happened, it was just a few random events during warp travel. Well, it was like, one was just flavor, and then the other took damage, so. But yeah, should be back. I hope. I don't entirely know what happened. It was a mixture of my internet, my computer going weird, my internet extender that I use for my computer going weird, and my graphics card going weird. All at the same time. So, that's a mess. Anyways, back to this. Let's go talk to Dira again. You recovered from your first encounter.
I'm not going to lie. I haven't. Maybe I never will. But I'm not hearing random voices anymore. And I haven't been calling anyone from the other side. No. All that's done with. After what you did for me, I can't let you down again.
Well,
Yes, sir, Lord Captain. We will.
then they asked you about
The
Argenta.
little sister is afflicted with her own set of voices. Ones that whisper to her about corruption and heresy. The silly girl doesn't realize that if she wants to find the source, she needs to start by looking in her own head.
Alright.
Of course. Always at your service. Whenever you need me.
Alright. So I did that dialogue. Now I have to make my way to Janus again. But, yeah. Jump. I'm done. You found the on-duty. Orders. Yep, that's the same thing. We need to stop listening about Theodora. Jump to here. Yep, fungal corruption that took damage. Alright, so everything went the same, and then the colony is updated. So anyways, back to this. This conflict between the followers of the Order of the Hammer and the refugees from the Skull's dynasty domain. An argument broke out near the tomb of the ascetic Nicomedes Cafe, and the tomb was damaged in the fray. The pilgrims revering Cafe's rival, Philopemians Pimnus of Malpi, claimed Cafe to be a thief who had stolen the relics of St. Cognatius and disturbed the sacrament of his resting place to say his greed. The Order of the Hammer is furious at the heretical statements and the desecration of the ascetics' burial site. Who are these people? St. Nicomedes Cafe is a missionary who arrived in the Expanse alongside the founders of the Order of the Hammer, offering them valuable guidance for colonizing Foulstone. He converted many worlds to the Imperial Creed, but his most famous feat was his search for the burial site of the legendary preacher St. Cognatius, who conquered the Expanse thousands of years ago, leaving behind scores of relics. If he was able to track down some of those relics, Or was named after the power hammer of St. Cognatius, Pades charge. Philoppomenes of, I feel like I mispronounced that every single time I've said it in a different way, of Malpi is a priest from the Winterskull domain. He preached in the same times as Nicomedes' Cafe and denounced him for the false veneration of St. Cognatius. He believed that Cognatius preached the incomprehensibility of the highest wisdom to the people, and that any attempts to learn it would only lead to heresy. He called the search for St. Cognatius' bearer's sight blasphemy and the collection of relics looting and soliciting. In his opinion, the sacred objects should not be congregated in one place, but should be a fine haven across many worlds. The relics are power, and their aggregation gives way to pride. So it's basically, one side is saying that these relics should be scattered, and that you shouldn't be teaching the masses this stuff. And the other side is saying that things should be gathered and that it's okay. I have 1 point of complacency and no efficiency or security. European Shroud. What? Alright, so it's... With that, I lose efficiency and gain complacency. But I already have complacency. Honestly, story-wise, I want to go with this choice, but colony-wise... Near the tomb's damage, I'm afraid. Say my advisors. Coming to a foreign realm, the Malpians are demonstrating their insolence, and should be imposed on them. We will send them on a pilgrimage to find the relics of St. Cognatius and learn the ways of St. Cafe. This way they will be of use for returning the lost relics, and the Order of the Hammer will be satisfied with just verdict. In a similar case, I believe, dispute at the 5th Aphelian Cathedral, when a conflict between two cults was resolved in a sacred duel. 20 champions on each side came forth, both sides vowing to accept the victor's teachings if they lost. I proposed to invoke the cathedral's edict and settle the dispute in the same way. Okay. They believe their faith is superior. Then let them prove it. Subject them to a severe test of faith. If they survive it, they will have proven their steadfastness. Even if the Order of Hammer does not accept their arguments, it would be easier for them to recognize the newcomer's right to interpret the way of St. Cognatius if they prove it with their own blood and pain. So I can go with Henrik's decision. Increase security. Send them out on a repeated pilgrimage. Soul Pattern Power Sword. That sounds pretty sweet. I think in this one, we should allow the Malpians to prove the strength of their convictions through a severe trial of faith. Doesn't do anything for the colony. Well, it gets me an item, and I feel like it's a reasonable reaction to the situation. I'm sure the way of their words and teachings. 100 Malpians have volunteered to undergo the trial of faith. 74 have survived, proving the steadfastness of their beliefs and earning respect from the Order of Hammer. The indomitable teaching of the Philippians of Malpi laid down deep roots upon the hearts of the Faustine. The positive teachings were zealous and determined. Alright, completed a Celestial Protector. Gained 1 point complacency, holy gifts, and profit factor. Alright. What can I work on next? Reputation with Drusians. Heretic trophies, okay. Glorious magazine load of relics will run across possible and the light of faith to every corner of the world. That sounds nice. More reputation with explorators, mechanisms, and adamantine. Terry the Faithful. Blocks hollowed railway. Foundation of an honorary cemetery for the repose of the dynasty's best servants will create a new tradition in the Proctorate. Captain's voyage begins blessing of the fallen. Plus 5% to evasion. Close complacency for all colonies. Need a lot more stuff with Drusians though. Bonfires of Rage and Halston, the faithful were brimming with fanatical zeal. Their faith commands them to exterminate the subhumans, the mutants, and the weak of faith in their midst. And they must travel to other worlds of the Proctorate to continue the holy cleansing. Creations of blasphemous Xenos, traces of heresies, and tones of dangers and all surround the expanse. The bonfire of flame consume the corruption. Blocks good tidings. I need at least 4 complacency, at least 4 efficiency, promethium, people, weapons, and xenotech. Gain profit factors, security, and epiphany. Where it kills an enemy with charge, his ability has no cooldown. Oh. Interesting. So, pretty powerful weapon. Good tidings. While the hammer has a closely held and ambitious dream, direct a giant spiral will reach up to Faustin's orbit. From there, a powerful Vox station broadcast prayers and sermons to the entire plan. The voices of an astropatric choir will carry the sacred words across the Chrome's expanse. Good tidings will be heard throughout the Vox spectrum, rallying the Imperium subjects. Phlogiston Adamantine blocks Bonfires of Righteousness, gains complacency +2 for all colonies. Ooh. And gain the frequency of faith. Allies gain +3 times allies' dogmatic rank. Critical hit chance. Yeah. The 5 main treasures are now coveted by powerful men and women. Road Trader and City of Cordia. This is the shards of our priceless combi tool bearing the saint's fingerprints, formally reclaiming the relic via the Adeptus Summons from the bureaucratic war, requiring influential allies and nothing short of an army of clerks and scribes. But if it is passing safekeeping the monks in the Order of the Hammer, it will be a great triumph for the faithful. So let's do Touched by Holiness. I'll increase the complacency of the place. And something for them to do. Alright, anyways, onwards to Janus. Lord Captain, according to his telemetry, the parameters of the system match those of Tilicus Epsilon, home to the agri-world Janus that belongs to the Von Fluncius dynasty. We received a Vox message from the planet. The agri-world's governor officially welcomes Rogue Trader and reports that she has begun preparations for a formal reception to celebrate the arrival of the planet's sovereign. Subject's looking forward to your visit. Sweet. What do we got here? Trophies. Plasma batteries. Okay. Sure. And here we got Snow World. Plasteel. So extreme environment produce the... Okay, cool. That was great to know. Area Plasteel. Yeah, I have plenty already, and 3 isn't really that much. Keep it in mind, though. What do you have to say? Worlds with extreme environments produce a fine sets for military regiments, or so I've heard. I'm merely repeating what some guards I happen to know have whispered into my credulous ears. Okay. Boop. Governor of Viet's state. Let's go say hi. I want a deer back. Oh, and everyone leveled up at some point. Cool. I mean, Jay's cool and all. But I do like having Adira. She has pretty good abilities. Also, it's surely good to have a Psyker around for, you know, Psyker stuff. Kind of hard for non-Psyker people to do. Ooh. Who's this? A Tau. I mean, not a Tau, Eldari. Why'd I get those two mixed up? Why is there an Eldari sniper watching us? Lavishly dressed noblewoman in an opulent silk gown watches you with an expectant air, then gracefully bows her head. Gem-encrusted implants protrude from her arms and neck. Okay. I welcome you on behalf of the noble house of Viet Ab Aram. My name is Vistenza Janus Viet Ab Abram Af Coronis. Well, I butchered that. By the grace of the Emperor and the will of Rogue Trader Theodore von Fluncius, I serve as planetary governor and imperial commander-in-chief of this world. Vistenza Viet raises her head slightly. Vistenza Viet turns to Avlard. Greetings to you, noble Rusarian. It has been years since your last visit to Janus. I'm glad to see you again. It is a good sign when a rogue trader celestial does not visit a subject planet for a long time. It's not correct, Lady Viet. It means the governor is taking care of all matters, and there's no need for the celestial to interfere. Steaming lets out a musical laugh. I hear praise in those words, and I thank you for them. She turns once again to you. In truth, your arrival in the place of the esteemed Lady von Fluncius is quite unexpected. I don't think announcing that Theodora is dead right here and now is a good thing to do. There's a lot of people here that can react. Also, announcing I'm now the head of the dynasty while there's an unknown Eldari sniper is probably not a good thing to do either. But my coming in Theodore's stead has not disappointed you too much. Not in the least, your lordship. On the contrary, I am delighted. After all these years, to once again welcome to my world.
Oh, Janus! I'll make an example out of you.
Fight out the forces attacking this state. How many more times am I gonna be shot immediately after stepping off my ship? Also, good on you as State Warden for not being dead like everyone else. You have been ambushed. The battle begins. Alright, Adira. Let's hear. What do we have? Servant, 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 servant. You're lit. Oh, you're the Eldari. Cool. I'm assuming she's on my side because she did snipe the guy who ran up and tried to shoot the governess. So, take that as a positive. Anyways, time for combat. Alright, so let's drop the lines. So clear this the front line.
What?
Just drop
Was it
this
you?
back line
Or-
here, so it covers Cassia. And I hate that you can't rotate these things. However, I just won't place that one. Choose one of the contact that thrown around all attacks and by allies in the area, inflict the overwhelmed effect on the image that failed the purpose of test. Overwhelmed, creature suffers minus 19 ballistic skill, minus 20% rate of fire, minus 12% weapon skill. Additionally, melee creatures have their MP reduced by minus 3. Ranged creatures try to get behind cover. Creature counts as a melee creature if it has at least one melee weapon. This additional effect does not work on some stronger enemies. Alright, that will whack Abelard as well. Step into the back line for the dodge bonus. Give forewarning to Argenta. Let's blind this one. They passed. Holy crap. That's annoying. Let's like streak this one. All right.
Quick, quick!
For now.
Ow.
Don't touch me.
Yet iron knows no pain.
Why didn't Cassia get her starting action? Oh well. Stare at these people. Stunned. And voice of command me.
Accustomed to being ordered around. If I
Who's
may,
Pascal's dodge? Good job, State Warden.
Protect me.
My prescience has failed me.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Wildfire. Do fire. Burn, fools.
I don't need luck. I have strategy.
Alright, so let's
I'll make
target
it
this
happen.
guy. And with hemorrhage. Or miss. That's cool.
It's as good as done.
Guarantee the kill.
You never stood a chance.
I guess just activate that for next time. Abelard.
It will
Charge.
be done.
And sweet.
I took care of this one.
Good job. Oh, we got more incoming. Sucks to suck. Oh. Eldari moved. Eldari, whatever.
Time to slaughter someone.
Oh.
Out of my way!
Let's get to it. Show me what you've got.
Let's make it quick!
right?
Let's get to it.
Oh, Pascal doesn't get downed. Alright. Under pressure. Perplexed. How are you still alive? Whatever.
Will do.
Warp blast. Also hit this dude. Sufferful.
I have read
Yes, yeah,
tomes
move
of
up.
military tactics. Me?
Buff Pascal.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
Stunned. Overexerted. Oh, okay.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Guided by faith.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
My faith strengthens me.
It's the state warden's putting in work.
High momentum.
I was going to make one additional attack each turn, including one additional attack on the turn this heroic act was used. That first attack after using this ability, and each turn afterwards costs 0 AP. Make a number of extra attacks equal to their weapons. Ready to fire at minimum 2. Using a weapon attack that normally costs the least HP, these attacks do not spend AP.
In thy light I stand, and thy light I crave. I'll do
Controlled
it.
shot.
the Emperor commands, I execute the Emperor.
Good shots.
Doubt is for the weak.
Only puts her at 3 stacks of versatility? Crap, I thought she would have 4 by now.
As the Emperor commands, I act. This is why I was chosen.
That was a good turn. Good job,
Hold
Argento.
on.
Scared yet?
Oh,
I'm glad I gave her that ability.
Maggot.
Who if not me? On it. I'll see to it another enemy down.
Nice.
I'll make it happen. It's as good as done. On it.
My place is at the fore. Victory is imminent. I will do my...
Nice.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable. Running binaric override. Request approved. Vital function successfully terminated.
Huh. 25% of the target's remaining missing wounds. This guy's missing like 40, so I'll do an additional 10 damage.
I am a savant of destruction. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
Bonk.
Anyone see that? Anything else?
All right. Now it's her turn.
If I may,
Get those stacks up.
me. If you insist, Lord Captain.
All right. Who gonna target? Who will it be worth? It's an opening on you.
I'll see to it personally.
Take the shot.
You never stood a chance.
Nice.
Who, if not me?
There's a point of that for extra damage.
I'll see to it personally.
That does not show me how many stacks of Surefire Plan I have. Oh, weird. Cassia. Still have Avallard.
Break them around!
No, Estate Warden, don't do stupid things. Need you to make it. Miss.
Faith without deeds is worthless. You, my emperor! As the emperor commands, I act. Doubt is for the weak. I'll do it.
Nice. Get wrecked.
Reduced to dust.
My faith shields me.
Crap, she took damage. That means she lost her fancy ability. Let's actually move up
Let's
to cover
make
now.
some opportunities.
Of my abilities. Reduce your cover. And then mark you for opening.
It's as good as done.
Buff up. Take you down. I don't get line of sight on either of those two idiots, so.
A tactically sound approach.
Move up and whack that sharpshooter. First, let's declare them an enemy.
At your
damage.
beck and call. It will be done.
Now they're screwed.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful.
Alright, move up, stay to cover.
The scriptural prognosis is
Mark this guy.
favorable.
Some more exploits on him. Zap him.
Approved.
Cover me!
Up. Blind him.
Was that you? Or...
Failed his test, so he's screwed.
On it.
Hit him with the stream. Alright, I think that's good enough.
One fewer target.
High momentum.
Finest hour.
I'll paint your death in colors.
Do the thing, Shablard.
Reduced to dust.
And the warden made it. Stay warden. Man lived. The lordship, Emperor preserve us. Are you alright? Do not fret, layperson. We have grown used to outrageous sloppiness among the wardens of every world we visit. Pesca's box, quite at first, is booming with fury by the end of his remark. Completely understandable, Pascal. This is not the first, second, or even third time we've been shot immediately after stepping off a dropship. I'm pretty certain this is either the third or fourth time. But either way, holy crap, the number of times we've been shot after stepping off of a dropship. Pelled grayness is strangling this peasant like a noose. His words are laden with fear for our well-being, yet he fears for his own even more. I'm fine. Can't say the same for the attackers. Praise the throne. If you would please follow me, I will personally escort you to the governor, where you will have the protection of walls and wardens. Fine. Lead on. Servant, upon seeing you, the guard at the door lets out a frightened yelp and doubles over into a low bow. Your lordship, the most honorable Lasher on Valencias. The governor is waiting for you in her office, where she is protected by walls and guards. Would you prefer to meet her with her alone or with your entourage? I'll speak with her alone. I want to speak to the governor alone. I'll make me regret this. There's a weird halo around her. Is she like protected by like a force shield or something? Stimvia Janus Viet Aram Af Cornus is furiously swiping at a data slate. Issuing commands into a gilded vox. Upon seeing you, she hurriedly puts away her devices, smooths her skirt, and drops into a deep curtsy. Your lordship, accept my abject apologies for the reprehensible stunt that spoiled the reception. You my worst nightmares I could never have imagined. Reprehensible stunt. I thought firing at moving targets was part of the ceremony. Must be sarcastic. Reprehend. I'm staying next to this Sammy laughs delicately, but after a sharp sidelong look at the governor, she resumes her air of deferential sorrow. Oh no, Lordship, I would never dare deliberately endanger the heir of the illustrious von Fluence's dynasty. However, I cannot but express my joy that you took some pleasure in what happened. One of your wardens helped us in battle. Superb shot. Who was it? Must be according to your lit. Oh. Comes from a local degenerate stock of this world, knows Janus looked back from her hands, so she's proof. Oh, you must be referring to your letter, chief ally in the struggle against rebels. I've turned a blind eye to her horrific mutations, given the undoubted advantages she brings. See, Yerlit comes from the local degenerate stock of this world and knows Janus looked back for her hands, so she has provided several leads as to where we can find bases and secret storehouses. Although I admit that at times I'm tempted to send her away from the state. Her unnaturalness means that speaking with her always leaves me feeling uneasy. Such a gaunt, unfeminine figure, and so tall. Are you ignorant or just trying to cover this up? Because, like, I could understand arguing mutations as to why you don't recognize her as a Eldari, but her weapon is not Imperium. Also, I was talking about the other warden who actually survived the encounter. If you wish to speak to Yura, you'll find her outside in the orangery, most likely by the gazebo. She prefers to keep her distance from others. What's happening on the planet? Several months ago, uprisings broke out in Janus. I was not even notified at first. Ripping worms are for wardens to worry about. Alas, I only learned of what was happening after the miscreants began targeting noble families. This Stenzia shakes her head, and then it became apparent that what the Administratum's accounts I referred to as unrest were in fact organized attacks on infrastructure and society leaders. They have already brought 13 agricultural complexes to a halt and have now moved on to assassination attempts. My wardens are doggedly tracking down the rebels, but their leaders are slipping from our grasp yet again. Janus fulfilled foodstuff supplies under current conditions. I risk angering you, Lordship, but this is nothing compared to shamelessly deceiving you. Let us consider the situation dispassionately. Even the most talented logistics expert of the Amsterdam are unable to guarantee stable tides when the shells are wary of landing on the spaceport, and the terrified peasants are indulging a dangerous minority within their ranks. Until the usual order of things is restored in Janus, any trade is nigh impossible. Considering what has occurred, your visit is a true blessing. See, Janus does not have its own fleet. We could organize a planet-wide search if we had ships at our disposal, ships like yours, your lordship. Perhaps you'll find a way to support your subjects in their hour of need. I'm sure even approximate coordinates would be sufficient to have the ground forces and ship's crew work together to hunt down the enemy. Wait, what? Why is stream having issues? Why is BC Face having issues? Okay, everything seems to be fine now. Weird. New. Okay, how do I want to respond? I will get to the bottom of this. I'm sure the rebels will have something to say to the master of their world. And cleanse your head. I'm immeasurably grateful for your assistance, your lordship. If any of those who attacked this state had survived, then perhaps they could have been a valuable source of information. Which made an example of them for the rest of the fool's rabble. Student glances at the box. Incidentally, I did overhear the Warrens talking about some kind of stranger in the area. Besides that, we still do not know who let those reprobates into this state. The person who did it might also know something. I, as well as my retinue, are at your service. The secretary is checking the staff as we speak and removing all traces of the attack from this state. An esteemed Magos, who is responsible for our agronomic efforts on the planet, is also here. He happened to be visiting this week to deliver his personal report. Of course, there is my aid in the war against the rebels, Urili. I have no doubt she will be delighted to share her knowledge of Janus with your lordship. Now turns her companion. Who is this person standing next to you? Well, my lady is in waiting, Amelia. Amelia performs secretarial duties and helps me to remain in constant contact with those families who are most responsible for the productivity and prosperity of Janus. Trust my advisor's implicity. Over time, Amelia has become not merely a faithful companion, but also my shadow. Losing her would be like losing my right hand. This tendency to lapse and gives Amelia an encouraging nod. Amelia drops in a little courtesy. To bathe in the light of your greatness is true honor, rogue trader. Tell me about Janus. Means forward. Janus is a remarkable world, both in terms of its vast potential and in terms of the work that was carried out to transform it into an agri-world. House Viet has ruled on Janus for many generations. The newcomer has without fail contributed to the planet's taming. This world was once a wild planet, full of xenobeasts and utterly unsuitable for growing anything. To this day, despite our best efforts, Janus regularly rebels against us. Earthquakes, tsunamis, the emergence of new pests and weeds that invade the arable land. Sometimes I cannot help but think that this world is endowed with consciousness, the consciousness of a capricious and stubborn child who likes to spoil everything that we have achieved. Do you grow in Janus? Mainly, Elysian flint corn and red turnip. Apart from that, in the southern hemisphere, we have set aside vast tracts of lands for the Grux population. Large semi-domesticated reptile. Grux most commonly bred as livestock or used as beasts of burden. And of course, I cannot fail to mention the several thousand acres of tilled land given over to cultivating fermentable fruit, for personal use and limited export. Let's take my leave. Level up. AP increase. Nice. Agility, that gets it up to 40. Yep. My current agility is 35. Okay. Let's buff that. Agility advancement. Bit more movement, a bit more dodge, a bit more initiative. Pascal, plus 1 AP. For you, intelligence probably. I mean, you're a tech priest. So let's buff your intelligence. Ablar, plus 1 AP. And, get your strength of 60. Heck yeah. Argenta. Boost your ballistic skill. That's your primary thing. Cassia. Let's boost your fellowship. Gets the next characteristic bonus. Dira. Boost your willpower. Always good for being a psyker. Or should I boost your perception? Get to the next bonus. Let's boost your willpower. Alright.
Cass, tell me, what do you see when you look at me?
Usually a colorful pandemonium, but now your colors have faded. Are you afraid of me, Idira? Or of what I might see in you?
I always keep my options open.
Here, Vexian Goldina caught her husband with the servitors again. Excuse me, what? Your surprise sounds terribly faint. Are you truly surprised from the head of the Goldina family seeking solace in such predictable places? Quite the opposite. I'm told the old man hasn't come up with something more original since the incident of their last story. It's back here. It's an honor. Okay. Guess I can't go back there.
Rise to the top, or get
Right, to
left
the
in
estate.
the dust.
Praying before the sacred warrant has imbued me with the determination to fulfill my mission. With the support of the rogue trader, I will wrest the relic from the heretic's clutches.
Good for you.
Your resolve gleams with every shade of gold, sister. Your words blaze like a fire, and your faith in what you say is unshakable. I can barely behold it without squinting.
Rush not dawdle.
Indeed. I have not seen many places that flaunt such luxury. If you were to scrape all the gilding from every temple on footfall, it would still be less than there is here.
Interesting observation. So, another look at D&D now. Look at my eye on their powerful and country manner of theirs. Sorry, the Imperium man unvanquished. Covering the archway gives you a delicate, heady, fruity friendship, though you do not see any flowers.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Another way the sounds rings in the arch is the gazebo. Perhaps the sound barrier generator is mounted in the stuff. Mounted in the dome. You're lit. The mutant.
Iliad Lenevus greets you, Elantark.
The bizarre creature before you only vaguely resembles a typical human. Elongated body, slender limbs, pointed features, every aspect of his appearance, unnatural and alien, turns its head to you. So you're the governor's mysterious helper.
I am Elantark. My hand parried the death promised to the ruler of these people, and I aided you in battle against the Lost Ones.
How do you call me Elantark?
Because that is what you are. Elantark means stranger from the darkness amidst the stars. You descended on flame-winged machines in a dark time when the air of the planet is soaked in blood and pain. Will you be the one to bring peace to the Lilithon?
You're not a mutant.
I have met souls like you before. You travel a path that offers you enlightenment. A rare gift among your limited kind. My soul is nothing kin to yours. Your kind call us Xenos, as if we are all as one. I came here to protect the Lilithon by assisting the governor against her enemies. Will you hear me, or be blinded to sense by your precepts?
Automatic attack. I will speak with you, but keep your hands where I can see them.
I have banished the shadow of doubt from your thoughts regarding my nature. Now you will answer my question. Why have you sought me out?
Why are you helping the governor?
This world is in distress. I wish to protect it from unnecessary suffering.
How did you come to be on Janus?
The world you call Janus was once created by the will of my kin. I have far more right to be on the Lilithon than any of you.
Okay, fair enough, I guess. What do you know about the rank and file rebels?
Only that they threaten the established order. There is much risk to this world should the ruler die.
Your face is unreadable, but you detect a strange tension in her voice, so she is choosing her words carefully. You know who's behind the uprisings on the planet?
There is a malevolence here that drives your kin down the path of violence.
The answers are not particularly helpful.
But you are not asking for help, Elantark. You are merely asking questions, the answers to which are either unimportant or wreathed in shadow. Explore this place. Speak to those who know. simple task for you, and an insurmountable challenge for me, since my very appearance provokes fear and suspicion. When you learn anything, tell me. Perhaps then my answers will be helpful to your search.
Thinking if she was to join me, who would I replace? It would be helpful to have her join me. Abelard is really good for melee. I like having Cassia around. She's good at dealing with rank and file. Cassia is helpful with being able to give out extra turns and buffs. Adira is also helpful for being able to give out buffs. Could maybe replace Pascal. Let's replace Pascal for now. If you want, you can join me. No locals dare look askance at you in the rogue trader's presence.
So be it. I will go with you.
Okay.
I am ready, Elantark. Let us go forth.
Alright. Irlet is a Janus, one of the Asturani. She's a ranger who follows the path of the outcast, and her skills in range combat are without equal. Irlet does not use human weapons and can wear either Adali armor or, if she learns the required feature, Drukari armor. Irlet's unique ability instantly ends her turn. However, at the start of her next turn, she will make an attack that always hits its target. Let's replace Pascal for now. Yeah.
Is there money to be made?
And Zilix. Draped in a red cloak, the Magos' body barely looks human. Wires, tubes, and metal manipulators turn into a whimsical machine, while it implants hide his face behind a sinister mask. The tech priest intermittently dictates something in the technolingua to a service skull floating next to him. At your approach, he follows silence and offers a reserved bow. Greetings, your lordship. Les Mechanic of Zilix, how may I serve you? What do you do here on Janus? Tech priest's mechanical voice comes from the speaker on his neck. By the order of the Adeptus Mechanicus, I have been entrusted with the management of the Adeptus Astronomy in order to catalog agronomic data and analyze information about the planet during the process of subjugating it to the will of the Imperium. Tell me about Janus. Initializing report. The planet's soil possesses a unique composition suitable for the re-engineering of the planet and the mass production of foodstuffs. Significant cultivation of the Eastern Hemisphere with the aim of improving production processes and logistics operation. Traces of Xeno activity that do not pose an immediate threat to ongoing operations. Undesirable pathologies of flora and fauna have been noted, which may pose a threat in the short term. What pathologies in the flora and fauna? Genetic and chemical pathologies, Your Lordship. Harmless species mutate and become aggressive, while plants change their chemical composition and become poisons. This is happening more and more often, as if no action is taken, the ecosystem will all be irreparably disrupted. It is the Lilithan's wrath. Wrath that is becoming manifest in nature, itself in the workings of this world. May the gods preserve us. How did we not notice this sooner? That's you before immediately looking away. How's the governor dealing with undesirable pathologies? I've analyzed the genome of the affected species, and I'm currently developing suppressor genes to make the plant's organism resistant to pathology. So far, I've not been able to solve the problem. Further exploration of the plant would perhaps speed up these processes. But the administrative apparatus has imposed a ban that expeditions are not directly aimed at improving production. Traces of Xenos activity. According to the data obtained during the initial survey, ruined structures of non-human origin were noted in different sectors of the planet, but I did not have the administrative capacity to study them in more detail. For now, I must defer to the quest of knowledge. Talk about something else. Listening. How many servants of the Adeptus Mechanicus are there on the planet? According to data stored in my cogitator, all infrastructure nodes for food harvesting and processing have their own contingent of technomats. The total number amounts to 253. Correction, based on the last data, the figure is 211 units. Sounds like numbers going down. It's pretty bad. How are things with you and your fellows? Current situation on the planet is assessed as stable. The progress of the prospects is assessed as encouraging. Alright, we'll speak later, as you wish. This is just a dead end?
Keep your wits about you.
Okay. I love how the little surface skull just following me, just spouting random garbage. It's great. Tilius
I
Quint.
always
Who
have a
are you?
backup plan.
Stooped man wearing cloak with Adeptus Administratus reviewing information on data slate, while his quietly wearing mechanical arms fill a long scroll of writing. Upon noticing the man stretches his thin lips into a smile and deferentially bows. The light in the eyes of the Sarah hovering over his right shoulder gently pulsate. Your Lordship, what an honor is this to address you in person. Allow me to introduce myself. Tilius Quint, Prefectus of the Official Agriculture. I will preserve the record of our conversation forever. What are your duties here? For the grace of the God Emperor, I oversee the administrative apparatus on the planet and serve as secretary. I'm also responsible for the logistics related to supplying the planets of the Von Valencius dynasty, timely payment of tithes to the Imperium's official collectors. Speaking of the Von Valencius dynasty, when were the last shipments sent? Oh, your lordship, our supply shipments are all in order. All foodstuffs and items are ready for export and are simply awaiting the arrival of the transport ships. However, given the current circumstances on the planet, Janus could not provide even one trans more than what is already prepared. Certain situation will be rectified in the near future. When did the collector ships last come to Janus? Oh, your lordship, I must confess that as yet I have not had the pleasure of filling out a sacred task protocol form. This last pair of ships come here did so under my predecessor. Think of it, that would have been several decades ago. Do hope the logisticians responsible for such an unforgivable oversight lose their heads over this. Your lordship. What do you think of Vistenza Via? Governor is a superb leader. She possesses an excellent grasp of all matters and never uses an incorrect form for a given situation. I do not pry into her personal affairs, but if I may speak plainly, the lady who fills out paperwork such finesse cannot be a bad person, in my view. Tell me about Janus. What is happening on the planet? Alas, your lordship. Rebellions have caused us too many problems in recent times. The rebels are interfering with established processes, interrupting supplies, sabotaging the surface work. A few nobles have even been killed, and worst of all, some of the victims occupied important administrative posts. Till the replacements pass their checks, complete all their induction forms, and go through the official appointment procedure, important paperwork is going unsigned. It's a bureaucratic catastrophe. Think continuing this vein, I dare not imagine what it could lead to. Their worlds are ravaged by war for generations. Generations, your lordship. Like the strange planet by the nameless star, so close to our own peaceful system. The inhabitants there supposedly live under the patronage of rogue trader Winterscale. Sure, I think what he has created there. Want to know details. Where are the rebels struck, and how? Of course. I would be delighted to furnish you with all the information I have. In the last few months, 15 organized attacks and 7 terrorist attacks have been perpetrated. Irrigation equipment has been sabotaged in agrarian sectors 3 to 5, transport routes 2, 7, 14, and also, suppose this will not tell you much, please. With a fussy gesture, he presses several buttons on the data site screen, and 3-dimensional map according to the text appear in your cogitator. Logic test failed. That is superbly collated, and the diagram clearly reflects the actions of the rebels. Unfortunately, no matter how hard you stare at the coordinates, you cannot discern any logic to the attacks. Oof, I rolled a 95. That sucks. Who is directing the rebels? Doesn't anyone know? Rebels are well armed and well trained. What's more, the governor's advisors are inclined to think that the instigators of the rebellion are very familiar with the planet's terrain and climate. By ordnance are going through registration records day and night, looking for individuals who have completed military training. We have so far been unable to identify this scoundrel. What are you doing to combat the rebels? Our security services are tracking those who support the rebels, and our regular wardens are wiping out those saboteurs without the slightest mercy. They keep on appearing. Scribes have been run off their feet, keeping records of all the public hearings and executions. I'm confident that the governor will soon find a solution. That's enough for now. With your lordship, what do you know about the attack on the estate? A disgraceful incident, simply disgraceful. I cannot believe these scoundrels would dare to come so close, to drag the nobility into this as well. If they penetrated the estate, that means they had help from some worthless servant or other. Security is currently questioning the survivors, but the culprit has not been found yet. It smells unpleasantly. Just take my leave. Pardon me again, your lordship. Why is Pascal just standing around over there? I thought he would return to the ship.
Top.
What's your
I'll get
status?
left in the dust.
Rolled a 94, needed 95. Holy crap.
I'm still new to the art of exploring.
What's this? Try to spend it. Wearing in +5 fellowship and commerce. If the wires are dogmatic, inherent, or above them, to learn repellent fellowship and self-intelligence, and they gain +10 war Imperium. Okay. Ledicay.
Success is the only outcome I accept.
Chains or ropes with shackles on the end can be seen in the water. Something white is also visible through the glimmer. A fragment of bone with marks made by sharp teeth.
Always keep your eye on the price.
Do they do an execution by throwing someone into a lake of piranhas? Either way, I don't want to go in the water. Oh, let's see her. She can level up. So she's operative. So first, let's see what her stuff is. She has nothing in any of the categories. Features. She's an operative. In my sights, hero attacking the target at the start of her next turn cannot miss. So if in my sights, ends your list current turn. Interesting. Now its exposed weakness has been attacked. Sharpshooter. However, does not move this turn. They gain +6 plus skill and +1 damage on single shot attacks for every 5 cells between them and the target. Calculation. Target affected by an exploit from distance of 9 cells or further. The attack deals damage. Precise attack. First target. Swift movement. Dismantling attack. Insightful precision. For a bonus of perception equal to number of exploits until the end of combat. Perfect spot. Las weapon expert. Target violence has 2 more exploits. That target suffers one additional. Size costs only 1 AP. Interesting. Children of Asuran. The Eldari are supernaturally agile and can advance their agility, perception, and awareness skills regardless of their archetypes. They also gain +15% dodge champs and +2 initiative. Nice. Eldari weapon proficiency. In my sights, craft gold crude arc. Craft golds are colossal vessels that carry the remnants of the once great and numerous Asurani. People, Asurani, through the darkness of the void, each craft gold marvel of psycho-engineering and a self-sustaining abode. Over such long periods of isolation from the rest of their kin, even unique cultures have formed among craft golds and scenes. Surani Outcast. Child of Osron has chosen the path of the outcasts and willingly left their craftful to wander and explore the cosmos. Outcasts are masters of survival and skilled sharpshooters who prefer to store their prey from afar. Eldar equipment. Flagship post abilities, instant control, and determined scan. Okay. So, I don't want another grand strategist. It's already annoying enough, but yeah. Assassin, already have 2 assassins. So let's go bounty hunter. Hunt down the prey. Bounty hunter may mark any enemy in combat as prey. When the bounty hunter kills a target marks prey, they gain a stackable bonus till the end of combat. This depends on the enemy difficulty tier. Throw a numeral on the enemy's icon. Temporary wounds, critical damage, and critical hit chance. Both of the buff. Now the prey has 3 charges at the start of combat. So you can target small things for health bonus, or target big things for critical damage and critical hit chance. Okay. Plan the bounty. Makes a free single attack with a select weapon. Attack always hits. Does not end the bounty hunter's movement, but deals only 4 times ballistic skill bonus plus perception bonus of the bounty hunter's usual damage. Which for you is 55 and 60. So 44%. And technically can get stacked higher as there are ways to boost ballistic skill and perception for operatives through combat. Call the Bold. When has an attack this turn, will deal additional effects. Deals an additional plus ballistic skill bonus damage. Enemies armor will be reduced by 3 times target difficulty tier against all the bounty hunter's attacks until the end of combat. The enemy's armor against his attack is below 20%. The enemy's dodge is also decreased by that much against all the bounty hunter's attacks until the end of combat. Bounty hunter's next attack this turn deals an additional that much ballistic skill bonus plus greater perception and bonuses damage instead. Right. The target attack is marked as prey. Its armor and dodge are also reduced against the attacks of the bounty hunter's allies. Piercing shot. The bounty hunter's next attack during this turn will have a 100% over penetration. and plus 2 times perception bonus armor penetration. Prey. Next attack that hits a target marked as prey is always a critical hit. Snare the prey. Find notice it's trapped on a free cell in a 10 cell radius round. Any injuring the 2 cell radius around the trap activates the trap. 2-man 2 cell radius around the trap suffers that much direct damage and must pass an agility resistance test. With that much penalty or become immobilized. Bounty Hunter gains plus agility bonus MP at the beginning of their next turn. Prey. Target marked as prey is always immobilized until their next turn. On the trail, the Bounty Hunter designates an enemy until snow rays trailed and finishes the turn. All allies gain that much damage against a trailed enemy, plus 15 damage difficulty tier is that much. If an ally kills a trained enemy, gains an additional turn after the ally's turn, with all AP and MP remaining from the moment the Bounty Hunter used on the trail. The Bounty Hunter gains an additional that much MP. Cooldown upon the trail is reset. On trail is used for the 3rd time during combat, the Bounty Hunter recovers plus 1 charge of Hunt Down the Prey. Interesting. Raid. Until the Bounty Hunter's next turn, whenever an ally attacks a target marked as prey, this attack deals plus Bounty Hunter's perception bonus additional damage, gains half of the Bounty Hunter's current bonuses to critical hit chance and critical damage granted by Hunt Down the Prey. Let's just take Claim the Bounty. Claim the Bounty kills a target marked as prey. The Bounty Hunter receives plus 2 AP. Oh, nice. Each 3rd enemy killed by Claim the Bounty, Bounty Hunter recovers plus 1 charge of Hunt Down the Prey. Alright. So it can either be used for finishing off weaker enemies that aren't the prey, so as to gain more charges of Hunt Down the Prey, or it can be used to finish off prey for additional AP. Interesting. Alright, next. Whenever prey is killed, all enemies in a 10 cell radius around the prey have their agility reduced by that much for 2 rounds. Whenever the Bounty Hunter scores a critical hit, they gain plus 6 armor penetration until the end of combat. Stacks. Whenever an enemy is killed by a critical hit scored by the Bounty Hunter or the ally, the Bounty Hunter gains plus 2 times enemy difficult damage difficulty tier damage for 2 rounds. Whenever the Bounty Hunter scores a critical hit, the target's armor is reduced by minus 5 plus target's difficulty tier until the end of combat. Whenever an ally kills prey, the Bounty Hunter gains half of the bonuses granted by Hunt Down the Prey. When the Bounty Hunter is attacked in melee range for the first time since the end of their turn, they automatically dodge that attack and move 1 cell in the opposite direction from the enemy. The Bounty Hunter does not provoke attacks of opportunity with this movement. That seems really good. When the Bounty Hunter hits an enemy with an attack, they inflict a catch effect. At the start of the Bounty Hunter's turn, this target suffers a stacking minus 2 times catch's difficulty tier plus 6 penalty to their armor and dodge. Once the catch moves or suffers damage, the catch effect and the penalties are removed. Let's claim the bounty kills an enemy. The Bounty Hunter's next attack this turn will always score a critical hit. When the Bounty Hunter kills an enemy with a critical hit, all eyes in a 7 cell radius around the target gain plus 10 target to tier critical hit chance until the end of combat. Stacks. Cut to the chase. When the Bounty Hunter scores a critical hit for the first time in a round, they gained much movement points. Expert Finesse. When the Bounty Hunter kills an enemy whose difficulty tier is 4 or higher, the Bounty Hunter immediately reloads their weapon and attacks the closest enemy in their line of sight. This attack gains plus 50% penetration, but deals only that much of the Bounty Hunter's usual damage. And its first critical hit in a round against their allies, stacking target's difficulty tier plus Bounty Hunter's perception bonus to armor penetration until end combat. This character with this bonus reloads, the bonus is removed. The Bounty Hunter performs a single shot attack on the mobilized on target. The attack refunds its cost and does not count for the attack limit once per round. When the Bounty Hunter kills prey, his difficulty is that much higher. The Bounty Hunter additionally gains plus 2 AP. Allies gain that much against the most effective one with following effects: prey, trailed, or immobilized. Whenever prey deals damage to the bounty hunter's ally, the bounty hunter gains plus praise against that prey for 2 rounds. It stacks. Whenever prey that is not being trailed is killed by an ally, the bounty hunter gains an extra turn with half of their MP and AP. Bounty hunter cannot attack during this extra turn. Start of the bounty hunter's turn, they gain plus 2 MP for each ally adjacent to prey. Dracari equipment. My stats gains additional armor penetration equal to perception percent. Oh, equal to perception, not perception bonus. Dang. Sights gains additional dodge reduction equal to ballistic skill. My sights cost only 1 AP. Already have. Alright. Oh, that's cool. No, look over here. Reduction. Parry chance. Does it show you critical hit chance here? Withdraw. I don't want her being bogged down in melee. Because if she gets engaged in melee, there isn't really much she can do. Bounty hunter simultaneously makes several attacks. The number of the attacks is equal to the number of prey in combat. Attacks are equally divided among all prey in the bounty hunter's line of sight. This attack always hits and always scores critical hits. Nice. AP increase. Buff something. Take ballistic skill to the next level. Next bonus. Common talent. That's also buff for agility. Alright.
Let us not dawdle.
Oh, formation. There we go.
I always keep my options open.
You can wipe out that target. As the governor just stood there catching flies, and she already blown his brains out. And I can't grab any loot. Wrong, your lordship? No, just saying hi. War Imperium.
What a shame.
Still containers of Imperial signets, seals of trade ship that deliver goods to the planet. It's effective representatives of local flora or some of them orbit, and familiar fruits are ripening on the carefully pruned plants. Here, a hulking man dressed in a uniform marking him out as an officer of the gubernatorial wardens is closely monitoring his friends as they surround the building. As you approach, he whips around, his face going pale, and offers a low bow. Lordship, please do not stray too close to the building. When the terrorist from today's attack has holed himself up in there, it could be dangerous. What's going on here? Ready to report, Your Lordship. We conducted a sweep of the area after the attack. All the assassins were arrested or neutralized, except for one. So Scouts darkly. He sealed himself inside. He already injured the 2 wardens who tried to reach him, but there was no need to worry. We'll poison him and clear the last dregs of dirt from the estate. I've only one question, officer. Why have you not already done it? Rogue Trader's here, and the longer you delay, the more you put his life needlessly at risk. The officer flinches slightly out of large snarl. It is inexcusable, Your Lordship. The barrels of poison were only just delivered, but we're ready to begin now. What's so special about this building? It's one of the utility buildings. Fortunately, it was empty at the time of the attack. There were no potential hostages or innocent people inside. If you ask me, I think this was the first place the killer came to when he was beating his retreat. He managed to round up all the others, but this one holed himself up in here. Who is he? So for our files, to tell you the truth, Lordship, I'm more concerned with clearing the area right now than with his identity. I'm expecting to get any valuable intel from him unless we find something on his corpse after we've done the job. Could potentially get some intel. I want to talk to the person inside. Are you sure? It's not exactly safe, Your Lordship. Involuntary sweep over you, sizing you up. One solid strong without too much blood or fuss. Just takes a breath, as you wish, Your Lordship. The single officer warned takes the effort to step back, clearing your path to the door. When you approach the solid-looking door, a high, boyish voice shouts out, "Piss off, you won't take me alive. I better put a bullet in my brain than let the governor's dogs get their hands on me." Examine the door. The door looks solid and formidable, which knows dark marks on the hinges. Sure sign that the materials degraded. Lock doesn't look to me either. Suitable tool could easily be opened. Break down the door. A few powerful blows and the door flies open, revealing the way inside. Inside is poorly lit. You spot a person standing in the far corner. He's desperately gripping a discharged lasgun in his hands. Side view, his eyes wide in recognition and fear. It can't be. The rogue traitor. Young man, practically a boy, falls to his knees and stretches out his bloody hands towards you. His clothes are burned on one side and grimy with baked-in blood. Your lordship, have mercy. You are the sovereign of this planet. Only you have the power to save us. Youth is a time of recklessness. I heard that said more than once in the Scholar of Prognium and during my novitate. But youth is also a time of directness. Let's listen to this young man before we judge him. Dear looks at Argenta, a little confused, as if she did not expect such gentleness from her. I agree with the sister here. People don't become rebels because everything in their lives is rosy. And the kid's green as grass. Be ashamed to kill him for nothing. Something's wrong with Janus. I can feel it. Maybe you can shed some light on what's going on. Save you from what? Governor, yeah. Everybody here knows what she's doing to us. We put up with it for a long time, hoping that somebody would intervene and help us, but nobody ever did. She's turned the whole world into a slaughterhouse. People are rounded up like rocks from the settlements, supposedly to go to the palace. They're never seen again. Servants pour something over the fields, and then people lose their minds. They start hearing voices and seeing evil spirits. While we're dying, she's sitting behind her white walls and feasting on our bones. The face twists. Sacrifices, madness, pain, and death. Even in so primitive a society as this, such rites seem senseless, not worthy of such efforts. What is this, a random quirk of nature, or something darker? I was taught that peasants have a tendency to exaggerate their suffering due to sloth and weakness of spirit. This young man, vermilion thorns pierce every centimeter of his body, and gray shackles bind his hands, feet, and neck. There are no lies in his words, only terror and desperation without end. Telling me people are seeing evil spirits? Yes, others are going feral and attacking their loved ones, and then there's the boy lowers his voice. People saying that in some settlements, well, stopped upholding the law together, pure law, and the law of basic human decency. People are turning into animals. Who's behind the rebels? Swells nervously and looks at you with fear. Your lordship, I beg you, don't ask me that. I can't sell out my brethren. It's over for me, but the others, I won't betray them. There will be no end to the war in this plan until I get a handle on the situation, but to do that, I need to meet with your leader. The boy hesitates for a few seconds, and then his head drops limply, as long as you keep your word. I've never been in their camp. None of us have. Only the chief saw one person from their base. He came a few times, bringing weapons and orders. He said he represented a greater force than we could imagine. He said the governor's dogs will pay for their reprisals in the settlements, but that's not where they're hidden. They kept their distance from ordinary folks. We have it all worked out so that if anyone gets caught, the others aren't caught with them. But I swiped the chief's box. I thought, after I killed the governor, I could use the message coordinates to find the base and hide out there. The boy retrieves that box from his pocket and holds it out to you with a shaking hand. It's everything I know, your lordship. I'm hesitating because of this option. The people waiting outside will put you through far worse torment than I will. It is valid. But at the same time, too, if I say you got all the information, you just need to lock them up. Then they'll just be thrown in prison for being a rebel. And depending on how things are resolved, you might get released. Get up and come with me. Give you my word as a rogue trader. You will live. The rebel looks at you in bewilderment, then bows before you. When he speaks, his voice trembles. Your lordship, thank you. Thank you for this kindness. I never thought I'd survive this. Officer Warren casts a disdainful look over the rebel before turning his gaze on you. Lordship, I honor your bravery. Please, let me get rid of this rat for you. I think I'm doing the dogmatic approach here. A fair trial. That is what I promised the boy, and that is what will solve the situation. If I release him to the perimeter of the state and say he is free to go, then stuff may still happen to him. So it's just other issues. Turn them into a servitor is a very screwed up way of keeping that promise. Yeah, I'm not gonna break the promise. This man is not. Plus, that is. Holy crap. It's not heretical, that's just evil. This man is now under my protection. See to it that he is held safely in custody until his fate is decided by fair trial. The dumbfounded expression appears on the officer's face. The deepest respect, your lordship. The officer thinks better of his next words and abruptly bows. It will be done. Thank you, lordship. Without your patroness, I would already be dead. Oh, what's this?
That's how it's done.
Oh, nice. Disinfection device. The device grants the wielder a plus 15 bonus to cruise. And some multi-keys. Sure. Back to the estate. Cool. Oh yeah, I also got the Vox. Damage Vox with a log of the rebels' conversations.
Keep your wits about you.
Oh, oops, I got completely turned around. So here, let's see here. What's up here?
My house would be proud of me.
Chapel's built of luxurious materials, but the holy place looks half abandoned. Not smelling any burnt incense in the air. You see no signs of cleansing on the doors, and you hear no prayers, no human voices or vox recordings. Huh, interesting.
Is there money to be made?
Decorative spire hazily turned into watchtowers, a sure sign of a turbulent situation in the agri-world. Constant watch. Dried berries. Wrinkled, fibrous berries covered in short fuzz. Interesting.
I always have a backup plan.
Helen truck. Your justice for your attention. As you once sought my help, and now I'm seeking yours. The time has come to dispel the final shadows on our path. I've hidden the truth from you. I know a great deal about those who are disturbing the peace of the local ruler, and also know where they are hiding. Allow me to show you the way, on the condition that you bring me to them. Why did you not say anything? The other path was open to me. Now our paths are aligned, and my decision was motivated not by caprice, but by reason, which compels me now to be honest with the person who can fix all of this. Everything you have discovered, everything you have learned from your kind, they are all traces of the same calamity, a calamity that will eclipse all the strife and wars in the face of this world. All the signs were plain to see, but I was here, and the Monkai failed to recognize the coming storm. Please, follow Follow me, Lash. You must, if this world truly matters to you. What calamity you're talking about? Still holding back information. I reveal the truth very soon, but not here. Not in the place where it seems evil has made its nest. Have patience, Elton, and trust me. When the Imperium's world is in danger, so be it. I will follow you. Let's go, Anton. I pray to the gods that we are not too late.
Always
Alright.
keep your eye on the prize.
Let's go. You'll soon see it for yourself. See everything for yourself. Huh. Is that a warp gate? Interesting.
I've never seen so many plants before, not even in our arboretum. Oh, that flower there! I read about it in one of the works by Janitor Canassian.
Some of these plants have
Rise
teeth.
to the top, or get left in the
I
dust.
don't think I like that. Let's try going down here.
Experience. Nothing matters more.
Oh, more rebels. Well, do we have a fight in our hands, or can we talk?
I always keep
Your
my options
arrogance
open.
will be your downfall. I will take you down.
Yeah, we're under attack. Kill the intruders. Stop. Lower your weapons. Why is Jay's thing getting applied? She's not even here. These are pathetically weak people. Oh, and a combat servitor. Okay. I love how I can just start up in the building. That's great. Alright, start the battle. Adira gets her turn.
Will do.
God, it's so annoying that I can't turn these things.
But of course.
Oh wait, you can. Just gotta wait. No, you can't. What?
Will do.
Stronghold. Plus 6 per armor can be overtried, giving immunity to prone attacking and plus 1 deflecting in their attacks. In addition, they do not suffer injuries for receiving damage. Premonition clouds the mind. Oof. That negative effect. Resistance test failed.
On it. Farewell.
Here we go.
Oh, this dude up here just straight up ate it.
If I must.
That guy's a difficulty tier 3.
If it serves your cause. I am not your Xenos pet, Monty.
Let's get to it. Out of my way.
Time to slaughter someone. Let's get to it.
Dang it, Abelard. Supposed to block those things.
Faith without deeds is worthless. Eradicated. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Nice. So your current momentum is 143, and you need to get over 175. Gains 8 plus 4 for each enemy that is either in a 5-7 round or was hit by her this turn. So I'll give like 16. That's not enough.
Let's make it quick.
My ears are ringing.
Dang it, Abelard. You need to learn how to dodge.
On it.
Can't target this idiot. Nope. Did he just get shot and complain about his ears ringing? Yes. That is Abelard. That is how he reacts to things.
I'll make it happen. Who if not me? It's as good as done.
Heavily armed rebel. Holy crap! Dude just comes out here with a melt-a-gun, okay.
Isn't
Let's
this
go
a
for
job
Argento.
for the serfs? Me?
And give that to
If you
Abelard.
insist, Lord Captain.
Actually, you know what? Give Abelard an additional turn. Buff to give this dude the bonk. And then
At your beck and call.
defensive stance. That allows him, if he parries, he attacks back. Which is pretty sweet.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Emperor, give me strength.
Right? Reckless
Indeed.
strike into this
One
fool.
fewer target. It will
Charge
be
this
done.
fool.
Reduced to dust.
Then activate parry again. Defensive stance. Dira, move up.
What is this foreboding?
Let's rearrange. Yeah, whatever. Forewarning to
Will do.
Argenta. resonance to can hit Urilet. Can I blind someone who's important? Hey, you idiot. You're blinded. Some exploits on that dude. Oh, that is also an idiot I blinded. Oof. Get lightning bolted. Wait, I'm sorry, what? I rolled obliterate? Oh, that sucks. Oh, that is not good. Cool. So, to explain what just happened is every unsanctioned psyker's worst nightmare. And if I'm thinking this correctly, that was probably like a 1 in 1,000 chance. Well, actually, if this game is running the same Psychic Phenomena table from the Rogue Trader tabletop game, that was a 1 in 10,000 chance. To where, basically, Adira being unsanctioned means that there is about 10% chance, I think, every time she uses a psychic ability that it causes a phenomenon. A psychic phenomenon of some sort. So that rolls a, basically that rolls a 100-sided die. And depending on what that lands on, something happens. Typically these are mundane things like the air becomes, the air tastes spicy, or people's ears start ringing, or a ghost appears, or some crap like that. Something mundane that doesn't actually do anything. But if you roll a 91 or above on that D100, it becomes a peril of the warp. And those can get really nasty. Things that actually cause damage to allies and stuff. And on that table, if you roll a 100 again on the D100, because you roll a new one for the perils of the warp, if you roll 100 again, you get obliterate. Which instantly kills you and summons a demon on your corpse. And that's what just happened to Adira. Thankfully, due to this game, there is no death, so she's just unconscious instead of like obliterated and reduced to atoms. But that does not stop a demon from appearing. And the demon we get is a plague bearer. So now you have this good-looking guy here to deal with. I hope that explains it. I guess short answer of it though is Adira got wrecked and now there's a demon. Because psychic phenomena warby crap.
This tedium is beneath me.
This team is beneath me. No, it isn't. That's a freaking demon.
If it serves your cause.
Well, again, psychic phenomena is common. Like that, like she rolls psychic phenomena like once or twice per combat. But again, psychic phenomena is generally mundane. It is a 10% chance for her to roll psychic phenomena. It is then a 10% chance for that to turn into a peril. It is then a 1% chance for it to land on obliterate. So that is a 1 in 10,000% chance every time she casts an ability. Wait, is it a 10% chance or a 5% chance that she triggers phenomena? Actually, I think I can just pull this up if I go to her character sheet. Features, talents, Adira. Sanctioned Psyker. 5% chance to trigger Perils of the Warp. Oh, it triggers Perils of the Warp, not Psychic Phenomena. Well, then how does she get Psychic Phenomena? Alright, maybe it's slightly more likely, but it's ranging somewhere from 1 in 1,000 to 1 in 20,000. So, in any case, unlikely. What's this dude's armor? 40. 10 plus exploits times 7. This dude has 2. So that will reduce his armor by 24. I think I'll do that.
If I must. If it serves your cause.
High momentum.
I understand your intent. This tedium is beneath me. Fortune favors the swift.
Decay for Nurgle.
Can she come back in the tabletop version? If this was in the tabletop RPG and she was like a player character or whatever, she would be gone, completely gone, unrecoverable. In this version, she's rendered unconscious for combat. She's effectively reduced to 0 HP and rendered unconscious. If this was tabletop, she'd be dead. Completely outright dead. It is not something you want to happen.
Fall, creatures! Ancestors guide me!
Throne man, blind prey.
If it serves your cause.
Let's
Show me
get
what
to it.
you've got.
Yeah. As I said, it's an unsanctioned psyker's worst nightmare to have that happen. Because if that happens to your character in tabletop, you're just gone. Completely and utterly.
I'll do it.
This is why I was chosen. Doubt is for the weak.
How long is tabletop? Days? I mean, it's done like any tabletop RPG game. It's not like a party game or anything like that. It's a TTRPG is what it's called.
Let's get to it.
Ow, you shot Cassia. Jerk.
I'll see to it personally.
But yeah, I guess another way to state it is it's in the same way of like D&D or Pathfinder or those style of games.
On it.
Did. I just quit forever if I died randomly hours in. Yeah. The good thing about playing Unsanctioned Psychers is that you are incredibly powerful.
I'll see to it personally.
Unsanctioned
This is good
Psychers
as
are
done.
absolute powerhouses. They just run into the difficulty of perils happen.
Step aside. The navigator is coming.
No, he's currently attacking Argenta, which is my ally. He can attack enemies. He is not aligned with anyone. He is... This guy is here to, cause chaos and wreck crap.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. I am a navigator, not a servitor.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
So you know what? No, move to there.
If I may.
I refuse.
I'll do it.
chosen. Faith without deeds is worthless.
This combat servitor will enter combat one day.
I will do my duty. One few at a time.
Momentum.
So when does this thing go next? When does Argenta go next? Argenta should be able to bring that thing down. Meanwhile, get back here and screw around with the sniper.
Attention to detail is the key to success.
Good job on spotting that trap.
At your beck and call.
My reckoning will be swift.
Oh, I forgot that she does that. So, actually, she can just finish it off. Wait.
I am not your Xeno pet monkey. If it serves your cause, no weakness is hidden from my sight. I understand your intent.
Alright. Demon be banished.
Out of my way.
I'm enraged.
Let's make it quick.
Scared, yeah?
An exemplary strike.
Rejoice in battle! I'll do it. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Get wrecked. Zero to 2 points of damage. She ain't really gonna be able to hurt that dude.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Your end was inevitable.
Times 7. He has 4 stacks. He has 70% armor. And 12 deflection. Oh boy. Well, let's reduce
make
his
it
armor
happen.
by a little bit. Open him up for an extra strong attack.
I'll see to it personally.
Use Surefire Plan to do more damage.
On it. Should have thought twice before crossing me.
Alright.
I'll see
Now
to
use
it
Surefire Plan to
personally.
do more damage. Plus 25% of its missing wounds, that's 25 damage. Or I can do Dismantling Attack. which kind of just wrecks its
Accept your
stats.
lot.
So let's do that. And then shoot
As
it
good
again.
as done.
That does no damage to it because of how little damage it does, but it does cause the hemorrhage effect, which will do more damage later.
I'll see to it personally.
And activate that buff for next time. Cassia.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Follow my lead.
Got it sitting somewhere on a throne of gold, watching over you. Not over me, the god emperor cares for all his worthy daughters and sons, but Xenos like you can hardly expect the rest of purity of human faith. Why are they bickering this far away during combat?
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Okay, do that.
I am a navigator,
Do that.
not a servitor.
Bring it down. So now, all that crap I just did, I get to do again.
Right. Who if
Set
not
up
me?
that. Shoot for more damage. Stack another
It's
shot
as
on.
Good as done. Best defense is a
Ooh,
good
crit.
offense.
Nice. And then, give Argenta some extra dodge. Abelard.
Indeed.
Wreck their
It will
crap.
be done.
And you can't charge down a ladder. Good to know. Dang, that foot get launched.
Victory is imminent.
Will perish for this affront.
Oh, what? Yukari assassins? Or Eldari assassins? Eldari. Yeah, these are Eldari. Toughness 65, what? Eldari with a toughness, what? Alright, well... That combat servitor is severely messed up, so it may just... I may just be able to ignore it for now. These Eldari I won't be able to ignore.
I am not your Xenos pet monkey. You will pay an even greater price.
Excuse me? Oh, I used in my sights. I used the wrong ability. Oops. Crap. I am a fool. Gonna reach it with the flamer.
Doubt is for the weak. I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Full attempt.
I'll do it.
Thank goodness I gave her the ability to parry. Let's finish off this combat
I'll
server.
make it happen. Another enemy down.
Good. Reload.
I'll see to
Some
it
exploits on
personally.
this target.
I'll make
Take
it
the shot.
happen. Consider this a taste of what's to come.
Okay. Cassia, give
Me.
Argenta another turn.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
Argenta, use this
Doubt
for
is for the
extra
weak.
versatility. Unload. Well, screw you.
Be careful not to cross my gaze. Do not dare ask.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. I will do my duty. It will be done.
Alright, so one of them down.
This tedium is beneath me.
Oh, holy crap. That was a good shot.
If it serves your cause. I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
Will you quit whining?
I understand your intent. I deal death with my hands.
Your usual dispassionate faces contorted in a grimace of pain and rage. Your elucidator, you understand and speak most dialects, although Gothic and some English languages. Activates when she begins speaking her own language. I swear on Cain's riven heart, Moran. You will pay for your treachery. May Moray Heg sunder your fate and cast it away. May the blood of Elden Nesh flood your throat. Calm down. It's already over. Over? Oh no, monkey. This path is far from its end. Pirlet is almost shouting, her voice ringing with fury. But when we get to Miria, I will make him reveal the full extent of his duplicity and tell me where the truth ends and the lie begins. Please excuse me, I I allowed the turmoil of my soul to win out over my reason. A slip like that could cost me more than you can even imagine. My very soul. I must be more careful, even in the face of treachery. Who's Moran? What treachery are you talking about? Moran is the one responsible for the rebellions against the ruler of Janus, but allow me to tell you everything from the beginning. We call ourselves the Children of Asteron. Eldari is another name of ours. We are the echoes of the great empire that once ruled the galaxy and created new worlds. The planet you call Janus is one such maiden world, the Littlethin, the haven that our ancestors made for their kin. For many millennia, only the shadows of our predecessors lived among the ruins, until you humans came here. We are the heirs, and we are entirely within our rights to call the maiden world our own. However, our arrival is a tragedy, not a homecoming. Sorrow seeps into Yerlet's voice. We belonged to Craftworld Crew Dark, which fell on the border of this star region. Only the providence of the merciful gods allowed us to escape the fate that befell those whose souls perished amidst the stardust, along with our abode. Destroying an Eldari Craftworld is a serious achievement. I'd like to shake the hand of whoever did it. Not the time, Abelard. After the calamity, the Lilithan offered my kin a sanctuary, a place of respite in the ruins of our ancestors, and in the canopy of the forest, created by the wisdom of our world singers, living alongside your kind, who reaps the fruits of our labor with such vulgarity. Why did your own kind attack you? I know not the answer to that question, your lord said. Many cycles have passed since I departed these forests to my kin. They cannot have forgotten me, can they? Came to Janus along with the rest of the Eldari? No, my path brought me to the Lilithan later, Yerla hesitates, by another route. It was Moran who welcomed me here, and he was one of the surviving Farseers of Krudar. He was a handful of Asherani who had escaped death and found the path here, to the destroyed cradle of our kind. They were outraged when they saw how the monkey had ravaged our flourishing garden. How are your kin connected to the uprising on the planet? Asherani do not enter battles they cannot win. However, it is in our power to direct the currents so that in the elements themselves to wash obstacles and enemies from our path. So it was in this case. Marianne, the Farseer from Krudot, saw a future without the Monkai, and we followed his lead. Simply used the Monkai's passions against them, their love of freedom and anarchy, their love of domination and violence. Stoking enmity between servants and rulers is easier when your targets are governed by emotion rather than reason. My kin became military advisors to the Monkai, who rose up against the rulers of this world. I had a different mission, to become Vestevia's handler. Since the rebels would be unable to get to her until both sides were sufficiently weakened, the ruler of the humans had never seen a child of Osram before, so she accepted the lie about a degenerate branch of Monkai dwelling far from their own kind. So her job was basically to watch over Vistenza until both sides were so weakened that the whole thing could be ended. But she was there to make certain that basically that neither side would win. The rebels couldn't win because she was there, and the others couldn't have won, and the rebels and the Vincenza couldn't win because of the others, I guess. Why are you telling me all this? What's brought on this Candor? Alantok, your arrival has thrown my paths into disarray, and lifted a veil in the truth that had been hidden from me. While I was shouting to the human's ruler, I failed to see the signs that there was another threat looming over the Lilithan, beside the monk-eyed steeds. The threat should be familiar to you, as it is to other intelligent species in the galaxy. We call it Selena Thresh, she who thirsts, goddess of chaos. Also referred to as Slanesh. I think that's Slanesh, just an easier way of saying it. It was one of the chaos gods, and yeah. A very, very, very powerful being. Orzenos test succeeded. Slaanesh and She Who Thirsts are the names Eldari give to the goddess, chaos god Slaanesh, the ultimate enemy. Slaanesh is the god of passion, excess, and forbidden pleasures, and is known for his fickle and treacherous nature. I feel like this should be a lore warp test, not a Xenos test, or a combination of both to figure out that it's... Because it's not easy to know about Slaanesh. It's not easy to know about the Eldari, and it's very hard to know about the connection between Slaanesh and the Eldari, so... And it's hilarious that it's that easy of a test to be a difficulty modifier 35. And also kind of funny that it's Yerlet who was used to roll it. Anywho, the Monkai are weak in spirit. They are susceptible to the propositions of She Who Thirsts, and in their drive to attain her poisoned gifts, they perform perverse rituals in her name. Rituals that require sacrifices, like the Monkai who are brought to the palace and never seen again. Lilithan's wold spirit senses the threat and resists as much as it is able. Living things that inhabit this world are becoming its weapons, weapons turned against Monkai. Poisonous plants, rabid beasts, these are all like a blade in Lilithan's hand as she fights the coming of I was going to say Slaanesh, I'm not going to try to say that whole word. The signs that have been revealed to me, they all indicate the presence of corruption on this world. Tendrils of corruption may be threading through the world's spirit, poisoning it even as we speak. But for corruption to take hold of the planet so quickly requires effort. Effort directed by the will of another. Yerlet pauses. I believe Vistenia Viet is in thrall to the will of Slaanesh. Yeah, it seems reasonable for a governess of a aggregate world with this much crap going on. What? Vistenia Viet? The governor who has duly served the dynasty and the Imperium for decades? I shall help you not stand for such scorn and slander aimed at one of your finest servants. As lamentable as it may be, the Imperium's history knows many cases where even the most steadfast followers of the creed would turn away from his light. Governor Viet had to tap into many fonts of knowledge to turn Janus into a prosperous aggregate world. Perhaps one of those fonts became her undoing. Maybe this Tenza is tainted from the sword in the Artemi. We'll have to find out for ourselves. Perhaps the signs uncovered have failed to convince you. Pray to the gods that other proof, something more comprehensible to you, will emerge to sway your pin. Slaanesh is deceitful and cunning. She subtly penetrates the soul, offering a false perfection, luring victims into her webs with promises of a wicked ideal. The ruler of the Monkai perhaps does not even know that her soul has been corrupted. When meet with the leaders uprising, we better keep moving.
Is there money to be made?
Shuriken Catable. Requires Eldari weapon proficiency. Ammo 100. Wait, no data. What do you mean no data? Okay, now it's helpful. Okay, I'm getting really tired of my internet today. It is not being helpful. It would be funny to give this to Argenta. Melt a gun. Fair 1, range 3, max ammo 4. Eldari Ranger Armor. Plus 10% dodge if it wears in any cover. Nice. Eldari Chainsword. Eldari Ranger Armor. Collect all the loot, all the goods. Gas cloud grenade. Cool. I never actually did check. What is Urilet's gear? Eldari Ranger Armor. Eldari Long Rifle. Give you a sword, so I at least have one. Wanderer's Portent. Oh, that's right, this weapon that I bought. Which is better than her current rifle. Nice. I was hoping to find a use for that. Anything special about this? Nope. It's just... it's either power or chain. But that doesn't seem to matter too much in this. Alright. Goods. Loot. In the dimness under the camp, you notice the Alliance machines. Portal generators that power to some of the machines have fallen into disuse. And it would be impossible to make sense of the cables and wires strewn about the floor without the help of attack grease. A new party member? Yes. I actually got them here at this planet.
Are better at searching.
This is Urilet. She is an Eldari. So, not human. An alien. Xenos. Whatever your term you want to use. She's an Eldari Ranger. And she, is basically joined the party because, she wants to help find a way to, at first it was just a war that between basically the Eldari were trying to take back the planet from humans, from the Imperium, by tricking them to going to civil war, and then once both sides are so weak from the civil war, basically just take it over. However, it's been figured out by my character showing up that there is actually a actual like chaos corruption going on with the planet from Slanesh. Oh, there's the combat servitor. And so she basically is joining up with the party to with the rogue trader.
Let us not dawdle.
To try and figure out what exactly is going on, and hopefully put a stop to it. I want the goods.
Your seneschal is always there for you.
Give me the goods.
Marching on.
It's not letting me get the goods. Oh yeah, she's new to the party. Just joined on this planet. Slaanesh is not the most powerful being.
Keep your wits about you.
Okay. That was, interesting. Wait, I just noticed the stupid servo skull is still here. Nice. I just now noticed it's still following me. Actually, that might be a problem that comes up later. Anywho, Slaanesh is one of the Chaos Gods. So, in the setting, you have humanity, the Imperium, which is led by the God Emperor, which is basically their deity and ruler. Then you have other factions. You have like the Tau, who are Xenos that believe in a force known as the Greater Good. You have the Eldari, who have their long list of gods and deities. I don't actually know the full list of that, so I'm not going to speak on it. But one of the biggest ones is the... Another one?
See, right there.
God dang. But another one is the arch enemy, Chaos, whatever you want to call it. That is led by 4 beings.
I better myself
Well,
through my service.
Led is a weird way of pitting it. It's Chaos is weird and strange.
Is there money to be made?
And warpy.
I sense something nearby.
And it's basically led, or
Never doubt
at its top is 4 beings. There's Slaanesh, which is who you just heard about here. The god or goddess sometimes. Slaanesh is weird. Perfection. Beauty, perfection, stuff like that. Generally, their followers believe in overwhelming perfection and beauty. And, like, that's taken to the extreme. So that's, like, perfection and beauty by, like, mutilating your bodies, blood sacrifices, that sort of stuff. Like, a lot of this may sound good or normal, but when it comes to the Chaos and the Warp, it's done in extraordinary extremes. So it's very not good. Then you have Zeech, which is the Chaos God of like knowledge and prophecy and stuff like that. So like making plans, plotting, knowing stuff. Then you got Nurgle, which is like decay, rot, stagnation. And then Khorne, which is war, blood, and destruction. And so those are basically like the 4 leaders of
I always get the job done.
Those are like the 4 leaders of Chaos. Which sometimes they go to war with each other, sometimes they ally with each other. They're all weird. That's why I said like leaders is a very iffy term for them. There is no one most powerful being, no. They're kind of just scattered around and about of, it depends on any given moment what is or isn't the most powerful being. Disarm, done by Lord Xenos.
Miscalculation.
I believe that would be
my thoughts.
her for Lord Xenos. Lord Xenos 80, Lord Xenos 70. Or I could go with her. Send her. Negative Lord Xenos negative 170. That would be fun. She uses a bolter a lot for that. We're not having any good for her slots. Currently looking through, just it's been a while since I actually looked through and did stuff with people's gear and whatnot. Anyways,
I walk the
let's have
path
you
less
go
traveled.
around and disable this trap.
Oh, too hard for a simple monkey. Watch your steps. I have learned much in my
Ruins from the
exile.
lines of an ancient Seamus poem that tells of the creation of lithium, of turning a lifeless dead world into a blooming garden.
My success was
Let us
inevitable.
not dawdle.
Laura Warp. I don't trust that flower. I also just noticed the time. It's actually time for me to be ending stream. Oh, I didn't loot this rebel. Marksman rifle. Eh, it's 1 point extra damage, but my las gun is long las is better. In other regards.
Always keep your eye on the price.
What advice do you seek?
Alright. So I'm actually gonna be ending stream here. Out in the middle of the jungle.
On Tactica Imperialis, and weigh every step. Sometimes, though, you just fire your biggest cannon and save the day.
Okay, thank you, Avalok. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be in the stream here. I think I already said that multiple times. I will be continuing this come next Thursday. My next stream will be Sunday with Minecraft. Doing more stuff on the server. And probably gonna be trying out something new. Doing something new, whatever. Newish, I guess. I don't know. It'll be Sunday with Minecraft. And with all that said, that's gonna be it for today. So, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good time, whatever time zone you're in, and yeah, bye for now. Oh wait, nope. Save the game. Save the game. Save. Okay. Yeah. Bye for now.